Sorry guys, I lost count. But welcome to the
the book Out of My Mind by Sharon Draper. Okay, so she's still at Miss V's house. And they start flipping through the TV, and she talks about the kids in H5. People didn't really expect them to learn much anyway, and it drove her nuts and made her upset. So she couldn't have been more than 6, so Miss V figured out what Melody needed. So she was on the cable channels, and she stopped at a documentary about some guy named Stephen Hawking. She said, now I'm interested in almost anything that has a wheelchair in it. Duh, I even like the Jerry Lewis telephone. Turns out Stephen Hawking has something called ALS, and he can't walk or talk, and he's probably the smartest man in the world, and everybody knows it. That's so cool. I bet he gets really frustrated sometimes. After the show went off, I got real quiet. He's like you, sort of, isn't he? Mrs. V asked. I pointed to yes on my board, and then I pointed to no. I don't follow you, she scratched her head. I pointed to need on my board, then to read. Need, read. Need, read. I know you can read lots of words, Melody, Mrs. V said. I pointed again. More. I could feel tears coming. More, more, more. Melody, if you had a choice, which would you rather be able to do? Walk or talk? Talk, I pointed to my board. I hit the word again. Talk, talk, talk. I have so much to say. So Mrs. V made it her new mission to give me language. She ripped all the words off of my communication board and started from scratch. She made the new words smaller so that way we could fit more. And every single space on my talking board got filled with names and pictures of people in my life. Questions I might need to ask in a big variety of nouns and verbs and adjectives so I could actually compose something that looked like a sentence. I could ask, where is my book bag? Or say, happy birthday, Mom, just by pointing with my thumb. I have magic thumbs, by the way. They work perfectly. The rest of my body is sort of like a coat with the buttons done up in the wrong holes. But my thumbs came out with no flaws, no glitches, just my thumbs. Go figure. So Mrs. V started adding new words, and she learned them very quickly, and she used them in sentences and was hungry for more. She wanted to read. So Mrs. V continued. She made flashcards. She did just so much with her. She was her shining star, really. She really got her. She taught her music and words and books and everything. So, yeah. What do you think of that?
I don't know.
She wants more knowledge. She wants to learn. She wants to talk. She wants to be able to communicate with everybody else like everybody else can communicate with each other.
All I want to say is Miss V is awesome. That's what I'm going to say for this episode.
Okay.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.